Lisa here. Interdimensional 5D, as it were. We're reading a piece of history through time. 1856 journal, where somebody came from probably Europe somewhere, heading and ended up in Kansas City, Kansas. And this is recipes for home use, a handmade journal. I'm going to try and finish reading it all, not maybe in this one setting, but I am going to put this out on eBay for sale. If I get it out there, I'll put the link in the description box to my auction if anybody's interested. Maybe not. I think I'm going to start the auctioning at $199 and see where it goes. And I'm going to try and photograph and read everything. At the end it goes to handwritten recipes, which will be harder to read. And then there's just memoranda about what they have purchased, how much money they spent, how much they had in their cash account. $10.50. It looks like for trees, $5 for dress, $5 for hay, $2.75 for something that's cool, $1.75 for shoes, $1.25 for shoes, $10 in cash, $20 in cash, and $15 to pay to somebody named Fleming. So it's an interesting little diary. It is in kind of rough shape. Some of the leather is coming apart. It's been sitting in my home for a very long time. I'm going to be moving, and I don't really have like an established place to hold things, so I figured this should go into somebody's hands who will care for it, and this is like history. 1856 is the year on it. And here, I'll show you the page that I'm going to start on, in case maybe you can snapshot it if you're interested. I don't know how well that'll come out, but we'll see. To make the hair grow and to cause whiskers, and they call it mustachios, to be rich and soft and glossy, take a half a pint of alcohol and castor oil, 1 to 4 of a Gill. I need to look that up, what a Gill is, Gill. Mix and flavor with bergamot or whatever else may be agreeable. Seems like bergamot was the flavor and smell of choice. Apply it with the hand, rub well and frequently. This article is harmless. To color the hair, take powdered litharge, litharge, and lime in equal quantities, and make into a paste with boiled milk, and apply to the hair for 3 or 4 hours of an hour, covering it with oiled silk. Then wash the head with milk, and you will perceive a beautiful and brilliant transformation. So, litharge, I have no idea what that is. I'll have to look that up. Hair tonic, to promote the growth of hair and prevent baldness. 4 ounces of castor oil, 8 ounces of good Jamaican rub, 30 drops of lavender oil, or 18 drops of oil of roses. Apply to the head once a day, shaking well the bottle previously, and rub the scalp vigorously with finger or a stiff brush. Liquid backing, and it's B-K-A-C-E, E-I-N-G, basing? I'm not sure what that word is. Ivory black in fine powder, 7 pounds. Molasses, 2 pounds. Sweet oil, 1 to 2 pints. Vinegar, 1 quart. Stale or sour beer or porter, 12 gallons. And rainwater, 1.5 gallons. Mix the molasses and the water well together. To the oil add the ivory black till well mixed, then add the beer and porter and vinegar. Stir it all well together for at least an hour, after which it may be bottled. Liquid baking. It's B-K-A-C-E-I-N-G. Huh. No idea what that could be. Powder with black stuff in it. Leather preservative. Take 1 pound of beef tallow, 1 pound of neat's foot oil, 4 ounces of barberry tallow, or berry, B-A-B-E-R-R-Y, 2 ounces of beeswax, 1 paper lamp, black, simmer together, and it is ready for use. 1 paper lamp, black, simmer together, and it is ready for use. Okay. Waterproof blacking and harness. Polish. Take 2.5 ounces of gum shellac and half a pint of alcohol and set in a warm place until dissolved. Then add 2.5 ounces of Venice turpentine to neutralize the alcohol. Add a tablespoonful of lamp black. Apply with a fine sponge. It will give a good polish over oil or grease. Waterproof blacking. Take 1 ounce of Indian rubber and dissolve it in a gill of lamp oil in a bottle kept in the sun for 3 or 4 days. Then take half an ounce of gum arabic and dissolve it in a little rainwater and a spoonful of molasses and enough lamp black to make it the consistency of paste. When the whole is thoroughly mixed, which must be well done, it will be the cheapest and best waterproof blacking ever made. Blacking to preserve leather. Take Casper. Take Casper. It's a ANNACITI oil, and I think some of the words are cut off. 4 ounces or letters, molasses, 12 ounces mix. Add by degrees 12 ounces of ivory black, mixing it in smoothly and rubbing it well so as to leave no lumps. Then add gradually a quart of best white wine vinegar. If too thick, add more vinegar. Stir it hard and let it stand in a jar 3 days, stirring it frequently with a round stick. Bottle it for use. If still too thick, even when warmed in the fire, add a little vinegar. Recipe for making black ink. 2 quarts of rainwater, 1 to 2 pounds of nut galls, 3 ounces of gum singal, Arabic, 3 ounces of sulfate of iron. Soak the nut gall in 3/4 of the water, the gum arabic in 1/2 the remaining water warmed, the sulfate in the other half, and let them stand in several vessels 48 hours, then mix them, and the ink is made. Indelible ink. Take 1 pound of ground logwood, 1 gallon of water, boil 30 minutes, pulverize and add while warm 8 grains of bichrome of potash and 24 grains of Prucite potash. To beautify the teeth, add to make brown dark and bad teeth beautiful and white as pearls, and so sound as to not to decay during life or while article is used. Take 1 part chloride of lime and 15 parts of prepared chalk. Add half an ounce of pulverized Peruvian bark and a little otto roses. Use in morning and evening. So, to make your teeth white without the dentist, chloride of lime, prepared chalk, pulverized Peruvian bark, and a little otto rose. For tooth powder use, about half an ounce of chalk, half an ounce of pulverized orris root. Mix and flavor to suit and rub the teeth with as prudence dictates, and the improvement of the teeth and gums will indeed be wonderful. Chalk and orris root. Take an ounce of precipitated silver to half an ounce of cyanide of potash and 1/4 of an ounce of hypersulfite of soda. Put all in a quart of water, add a little whitening, and shake before use. Apply with a soft rag. This knowledge is alone worth $100. Small beer. Take a handful of hops, 2 gallons of water, 1 pint of bran, 1 pint of molasses, a cup of yeast, and spoonful of ginger. Lemon syrup. Take 1/2 of Havana. Take 1 1/2. I can't see what the measurement is, of Havana sugar. Boil it in 1 gallon of water down to 1 quart. Drop in the white of an egg and strain it. Add 1 to 4 of tartar acid, or I'm thinking that's tartar, but it's spelled Tartarje acid. Let it stand 2 days, stir it often, and 4 drops of oil of lemon will improve it much. Sarsaparilla mead. It's spelled Sarsaparilla mead. Take 1 pound of Spanish sarsaparilla, boil 5 hours as to strain off 2 gallons. Add 16 pounds of sugar and 10 pounds of tartaric acid. I think I've got a little bit wrong there, but it's hard to read. People, forgive me. Mineral water. Take 2 gallons of water, 2 pounds of marble dust, 1.5 pounds of tartaric acid, 1 to 2 pounds of cream of tartar, and 2 pounds of white sugar. Boil 30 minutes and bottle for use. Tie the corks down. Mineral water has marble dust in it. Interesting. Imperial ginger pop. Take cream of tartar, 1 pound, ginger, 1.5 ounces, white sugar, 7 pounds, essence of lemon, 1 drachm, water, 6 gallons, yeast, 1 to 2 pints, mix and bottle. Tie the corks down. Chaps Chapped hands, collodion, and spermaceti ointment applied to the hands night and morning. They will require very few applications before they are well. Cure for warts and corns. The bark of a willow tree, burnt to ashes, mixed with strong vinegar, applied to the parts will remove all corns or excrescences of any part of the body. Cement for china or glass. With a small camel hair brush, rub the broken edges of a little carriage oil varnish, and if neatly put together, the fracture will hardly be perceptible, and when thoroughly dry will stand both fire and water. Carriage oil varnish. It must be a hell of a glue. Rules for travelers. The following rules are very important to travelers and are not as widely known as could be desired. It has been legally decided that applicants for tickets on railroads can be ejected from the cars if they do not offer the exact amount of their fare. Conductors are not bound to make change. All railroad tickets are good until used, and conditions for this daily only or otherwise limiting the time of genuineness are of no account. Passengers are bound to observe decorum in the cars and are obliged to comply with all reasonable demands to show tickets. Standing upon the platform otherwise violating a rule of the company renders a person liable to be put off the train. No person has a right to monopolize more seats than he has paid for, and articles lying on the seat while the owner is temporarily absent entitle him to his place on his return. The above rules are based upon legal decision. And let's see what this recipes for family use. And here we have recipes for curing beef or pork, to preserve bees from moths, chapped hands. Directions for dyeing material. Cure for bronchitis. It is said that common mullein leaves smoked in a new pipe, one in which tobacco has never been used, is a cure for bronchitis. It is said that a roasted onion bound upon the wrist, on the pulse, will stop the most inveterate toothache in a few minutes. Worth trying. Yes, curious. I'm going to put this down for now and be back later. I'll put this out on more segments if I put it up for auction. The what do you call it? A link will be there. If you don't see a link, I haven't gotten it up yet. I do want to take a lot of photographs of it. So be well, friends. Thank you for watching. Bye now.